Can you see it? Yeah. So I'm Abhilash. I'm part of Brusied Food Club. I'm here with Andrea, who's also volunteering with me. It's an organization that we started in 2018. A few sustainable development students who wanted to do something about like the food waste crisis and saving some food. Like 1/3 of all the food in the world is thrown away, and they wanted to do something about that. So we've continued that work that they've done and actually expanded quite a lot with many collaborations with food suppliers, for example, and also spreading the word about like food waste and educating people on how to reduce it and what you can do to preserve food, for example. I'm just going to show some pictures. It's nothing too fancy, just so you can see what we have been doing, our work. Well, our working is quite simple. And we have a market every Friday at Ungdomens Hus, and we go collect food in trailers from certain suppliers like Fruit och Grunt, GK Bakery. We had certain collaborations before, but then due to coronavirus, that had to stop. And instead, we used to donate the food to Stadsmissionen. And here are a few of the photos of our volunteers working. And yeah, we have collaborations with Zero Waste Uppsala and Builda, who help us with funding, for example. And we use trailers from UCF, like maybe 3 or 4 trailers every weekend, and collect food. Like, for example, last weekend, we collected about 182 kilograms of food. And there were like 100+ people, students, anyone in Uppsala, it doesn't really matter, coming and getting the food for free. We don't really charge anyone for the food. It's free to take, but we accept donations. And in our market, we explain to the people like what's happening in your locality. I mean, from just 2-3 places, we collect so much, and you can really imagine the amount of food waste that is there in the city and maybe the entire world, for example. Here are a few of our volunteers from before. This was actually what I told you last weekend, about 100+ people were there. And that's our information for donation, if anyone's interested. Andrea, I hope I covered everything. Did I miss anything?
You definitely have the best pictures, Abhi. It's great.
Thank you.
Maybe just to say as well that, like, of course, the market is the like a big part, a big pillar of what we do, but we also run from time to time some awareness events. So not just the food market, but sometimes we've done some film screenings, including with Zero Waste, the Zero Waste team, and a quiz. So we're trying to expand a little bit to not focus just on the free food giveaway in a sense, but also to make sure that locally in Uppsala people are a bit more aware of this food issue, including happening in countries as developed and as progressive as Sweden. So yeah, and then Abhi, if you want to just talk a bit about the roles that we would need help with if people want to get involved.
Yeah, sure. So when coronavirus hit, we basically went down from 30 people to like 3 of us in the summer, and it was quite difficult to manage the market. But we did it somehow without stopping, which is great. But our main roles are for collecting food in the trailers, which we book every Friday, hosting the market, for example, managing all the people that enter. Now, due to Corona, we have certain restrictions at Ungdomens Hus. We only allow 10 people at a time, and we need to have people to manage all that, and also weighing the food, because we would like to keep track of how much we actually have saved. I think a rough estimate is like, this was the last number was in February. It was about 1.5 tons of food since the beginning that was saved. Also, we're looking for communication people who are really good with communicating online with social media, making flyers, posters, and letting people know in any way possible about this crisis and what to do to help reduce this. And I forgot to mention, we are also now in the process of becoming an official organization. The work is being done with that, with like getting official status for more funding in the future, and hopefully become bigger and do more than what we do like right now with the limited resources that we have. And yeah, the hope is to reduce food waste to zero in the future. And that's it. Thank you.